Hello and welcome to another episode of Create, Lead, Live. I'm Emily Wilkes and I'm really thrilled that you've been able to join me for today's session. Today we're going to be talking about how to improve your well-being and create inspiring results in your life. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because really your well-being, your energy, your resilience, your attractive energy, all of those things, your level of inspiration are all really tightly interwoven with your outcomes, with the things that you see that come into your life, with the results of the efforts that you put in to your work, to your business, to your life. All of those things are all interlinked with your well-being and your energy and your inspiration. And so because these things all begin with you, then it's really important that we prioritize that well-being and that inspiration and that resilience. And so it's really important to kind of think about this as a priority. I think often if you're a driven entrepreneur or a driven coach or business owner or a leader, you will probably find that your inclination or your tendency is to work really hard, for you to be really diligent, for you to make a lot of devote a lot of your energy and your attention to the work that you do and the impact that you're creating in the world. And there's that temptation sometimes to allow that to take precedence over our well-being or the things that we do to look after ourselves as an individual, as a body, as a person, and as a service-minded kind of offering to the world. So we're kind of bringing ourselves to offer that service into the world, and we forget that our energy and our well-being is a huge part of everything that we do, and that it can really influence the kind of outcomes that we get as a result. And so one of the things that we need to do to kind of really acknowledge and accept responsibility for that element of things, or that well-being side of things, my husband walking past, is to really acknowledge it as a priority, like put it as a priority, choose to make it a priority, and do this knowing that it's worthwhile and that it's going to bring positive results and positive outcomes and a positive impact in your business, in your life, and in your career as well. So it's choosing first to make it a priority, actually acknowledging the role. And I want to give you a couple of kind of examples of this. So one of the examples is from my previous career as a psychologist. And it was often said, and it was encouraged right from the word go in my journey, was that in order to be able to be a therapist or a counselor or a psychologist or a service-minded person, in order to have the energy to really be there for our clients, for us to be able to bring our best selves, for us to bring our highest selves to the work that we do, to be able to really support people in a powerful way, we really need to have done that work within ourselves first. Not that we have to be always at our best or at our highest self or at our highest level of energy, but more that we need to be mindful of it, more that we need to be mindful of enhancing our well-being, improving our well-being, doing the things that our body and our mind and our well-being needs in order for us to function at our best. And so it's things like basic things like sleeping, basic things like spending time going for a walk each day, or doing some exercise, or taking some time out that's just for you, journaling, or whatever it might, meditation, whatever it might be. So it's really about prioritizing those things and not doing it out of a sense of, I know, sometimes clients I've worked with over the years have felt like it's a selfish thing to want to prioritize their well-being over family, demands and expectations, and business demands or workplace demands, those sorts of things, that they feel guilty sometimes for putting themselves first. But it's really a reverse way of looking at this, which is in order to do those things well, in order to be the best parent that you can be, in order to be as present as you can be in your relationships with others, and to be able to serve your clients and your business or your audience, you really need to see this inner well-being and this inner, resilience and wellness as key to everything that you're doing. So it's starting with that, setting it as a priority. I want to give you kind of an example activity which can really help you to get clear on this. So I want you to sort of set aside maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, no more than that, and to take out some paper, get a notepad or something along those lines and a pen, set a timer on your phone or wherever, and start journaling on what it is that you would be doing if you were operating as the highest version of you. So you're kind of stepping away from all the things that you're doing for everyone else, and you're thinking about, well, what would you be doing in the sense of well-being, in the sense of resilience and health? What would you be doing for yourself over the coming month if you were living as that highest version of you? So you're really allowing yourself to visualize it first and really start there, and to just brainstorm and get it all out on the paper. Just whatever comes to mind, just write it down. And you'll find that at the end of that process, you'll have lots of ideas about things that you normally would do or things that you've done before that lead you to feeling really amazing, giving yourself time out, giving yourself fresh air, getting out in nature, spending time meditating, listening to music, all those things that really help you connect with that inner resilience, that inner well-being, and that inner sense of joy and happiness. Those, like, really cultivating that inner well-being and that elevated kind of state within yourself. But maybe it's taking a little holiday or taking, a weekend away, or just some time out from work perhaps, or whatever it is. It's really just brainstorming and allowing all the ideas to come forward for you. So I hope that that kind of activity is really helpful for you, and it gives you some ideas to springboard from when it comes to actually serving yourself in order to serve that audience that you have, or to serve that business or that leadership role or your career. It's really like starting with you and remembering that you are important, and that in order to do your best work elsewhere, that connection with yourself, like allowing that space to feel good and to feel lighter, to let go of some of the stresses of your day-to-day life, and to really just reconnect with what you need, with what is the priority for your health and well-being, and for your mental health, and for your sense of inspiration and connectedness. And then ultimately this will free you up to be able to really dream more openly and expansively, and to really be able to stretch from that place of well-being, rather than that feeling of working from an empty cup or stretching yourself too thin. You're really like coming off that really solid base of rest and recuperation and joy and energy. So I hope that this short video and podcast has been helpful to you. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you've got any questions about anything I've shared, or let me know what it is that you do to foster that resilience and energy and health and well-being in your own life. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care. Bye.